Hi everyone, this is Laura Lynn from the Mama Pop Quilt Shop, and this is Weekend Project, also Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas everybody! Woo! Only one more sleep! So excited! So, well, as we were taking our Christmas decorations out, we realized, as really came to like yesterday, that we don't know where our socks went. So, we made new ones! Not only that, with our names on it. So this is my husband Ken's. Very cool. We used a bunch of strips of fabric that I had left over from my Christmas tree quilts, the tree farm quilts. Lots of different designs. This one has a holly on it. It's actually one that we purchased through the quilt shop to stitch up. This has got a nice little pretty little holly on it, and then the other side has a little Christmas tree. So, and I just did a bunch of strips and pieces and put them all on the long arm. We just quilted it all up and away we went. So we've done one for my husband and one for me. There's mine. See? There. And of course, I think mine's a little bit bigger, but we won't really measure now, will we? So, and of course, as a surprise, my son has had the same stocking for 20 years from my mom and has a teddy bear on the top, and I think it's time to retire it. So we're making him a new one as a surprise. So I have some parts missing apparently. Oh, there we go. It flew off to the side. So we're gonna do up Marcus's on our weekend project. So what I have here is I've done part of the binding. It goes all the way around the edge here. You need to pin it first, and then we're gonna sew it down, then we're gonna flip it, turn it around and stitch on the other side. Very easy peasy. So I've pinned it about 3/4 of the way around here. And if you may have watched one of our other Long Arm Wednesday shows, I think it was back of our Christmas tree quilt that we did as a weekend project. I got this really cute Christmassy fabric with moose and reindeers and beavers and squirrels and all sorts of stuff. And I thought even then it might have made some pretty cool stockings. So it's on the inside, and you can tell it's quilted. We did layers with a high loft batting, and they're just together. So you put, we can turn them inside out and have a matching pair. There you go, you got socks. Okay, so we're just gonna finish that off. Do the pinning. I find that if you pin it, then it's much less stress to fiddle, maneuvering the fabric next to each other, because not only you have the two quilted layers, you got this one little single layer that you need to bring all the way around. So I have been wearing this hat for a whole week on crossing guard, and I've had so many goofy smiles and waves from people, and I really appreciate it. I love this hat. My son got it for me last year or the year before for Christmas. I can't remember, and I've just love it. It's one of my favorites. So, because he got Santa can wave too. And blow kisses. Or he can blow kisses. See? Oh, Sophie. Is Sophie blowing kisses? Say hi. Come up. Say hi. There we go. See? Look at, and her little, it says Santa Paws. Here comes Santa Paws. Super cute. Thanks to my friend Gail who gave us that for Sophie for Christmas. All right, so we're just going to stitch this down. I just have white thread in the inside. Do a little back stitch. And you might see big old Santa Claus in the background there. He's 8 feet tall with a big old present. And he was one of my presents. And I just love him. It was too windy to put him outside, so put him inside. Ow, oh, you want your TV time too? Okay, there we go. It's all love at the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. This is Clive. He's about 10, 11. We call him old man. He's got one white whisker. Okay, down you go. Mama's got work to do. Okay, hey, listen. Clearly wants his 10 minutes of fame. All critters get the love. So, yeah, a few weeks ago, we did a stocking for Sophie, because she didn't have one. She's been with us for, this is our 3rd Christmas. And I think she just used the extra one that was around here. So, as a project, we did one up for her, and then was thinking about it, and I thought, well, maybe we might make new ones this year. And I thought, no, we'll just get our old ones out, and then we can't find the old ones. So, we clearly need to do a new whole spring reorg come 2017. Don't forget to, you know, put your foot up and down just to adjust the fabric a bit to come around corners. Okay. And I just buy my binding by the big spool like this because I use it for so many different things, between wall hangings and baby quilts and table runners and you name it. I usually buy a couple colors like white, black, gray. I think they had, oops, there goes my pin cushion. No, don't you take off with it. It's like, are you kidding? Hey, stop it, Clive, stop. Sometimes it's not always easy in the quilt shop. Critters get in the way. It's been very festive around here. All the kids were so excited from yesterday from crossing guard. They were bouncing off the ceiling by the time they got out of school. They're all like screaming, 2 more sleeps. It's very exciting to see it through their eyes, that's for sure. Hopefully everybody's having a good Christmas Eve so far. You got your little family traditions going on. We have ours. We always have our turkey on Christmas Eve. And then that way nobody really has to bake anything for on Christmas Day. We can just have leftovers. But we always make a nice breakfast. And this year I got a waffle maker, very awesome waffle maker from my husband for my birthday. And we'll be having waffles Christmas morning. For sure. Okay, so now we're going to trim that off. And we're going to flip it and stitch. See how it's just stitched on that one side there? Okay. Then we're going to sew down the other side. Just going to tuck that edge right over, the one that's already pre-folded. And you can use a zigzag stitch, you can use a straight stitch, you can use all sorts of funny stitches you have on your machine to come down the other side if you like. I mean, it's completely up to you. I will just use, since I did on the straight stitch on everybody else's, well, on Kent and I's, I will do the straight stitch for Marcus's. So he has no idea this is coming. So hopefully when he goes to sleep tonight, we can leave it out there for Santa Claus to fill. And it'll be an extra surprise come Christmas morning. So. And he's loved his teddy bear one, that's for sure. Like I said, 20 years he's had it. And these ones are just a little bigger. Just a little bit. So just make your way around. My original thought was to, because they were quilted, was just to sew these two edges together, this one and this one, and we would have had a seam like this, but on the other side. But then you would have had this raw, fluffy stuff on the inside, and I didn't want that. I want it to be a finished look, right? To have it completely finished. So, and then I thought, well, maybe black as the binding. I went, no, let's do white. White is a nice big pop. You know, let's add a little pop of color to it because it's got some dark colors in it. It's got greens and reds and blues and, you know, all sorts of, and, you know, burgundies, browns. It's a nice little pop of white to kind of frame it all the way around. And then I'll show you how you do that. We do the cuff, or how I did the cuff. I mean, this is my own little design, so. Sputtering away, almost there. And no two socks are the same. I mean, they all got different bits of fabric from all over. Almost there. Okay. It seemed like it kind of snuck up on me this year. I think because I was so busy with crossing guard right till the end. You know, you normally have like a week to shop and catch up. Not so much this time. Okay, so there's our sock. The most part of it finished right there. Okay, so we'll leave that there. And then for this part, you have to take these two edges. First, let's make sure it's the right size. See how much we have to take in. We may have to take in some. Looks like, no, it should be just a normal seam allowance. Okay. So we're going to sew down this side first, and then we'll flip the circle, or this little loop. I'll show you. Okay, so now that's there. We'll take and do this, and then tuck that part there. So you see Marcus's name should be just fine there. And then we take that and flip it inside out. So when we place it over, because I want all the socks facing the same way. So that one there. So Marcus's name will have to go towards me. So when I flip it, oops, no, I did that wrong. Oh, there we go. Right. Goes that way. Well, I'll get it, trust me. I was not into the eggnog yet. No. My name was a little hard to line up. It was just too long. Like, jeepers, I should just put LL. Saved a whole lot of thread. It took me like 10 minutes to get it to fit on the board like the boys, to make it look very similar. I didn't want it looking different, right? So, okay. So what we do is for the front, we put Marcus's name next to it. So when we sew this and flip it, it sits right. And we'll have to put their little tie in at the side. Okay, so let's just pin that. That was looking pretty even, yes. Yeah, okay. Let's pop a pin there on this side. And then to make our little loop, just cut another little strip of our biased, our binding tape. I was making some big loops on these, so just cut it, and then you just sew those two little strips together. And that's going to be the little loop for the stocking. I'm gonna make it a curlicue. Woo! And then that gets tucked up in between the two pieces, okay? And sewing. All right. My tension's a little off. I mean, my bobbin's not threaded right. A little tight. All right, here. Okay, now we put it up. Bring it up in between, put it on either side of the white binding that's going around the outside of the sock. Pinch that, get a pin in there, make sure it stays. Okay, don't pin yourself, that hurts. Put another one in there because you're going to make yourself go away, all the way around. We're almost done, we just have one more seam to sew. And then you can get ready for Santa Claus. Hopefully you got your cookies made, or in carrots for the reindeer. And I start off at the same spot all the time. I'm starting off where the tie is together, the little loop up here. Okay. Put that there. And of course I take my little tray out to make it fit all the way. Okay, ow. I've had bad luck with pinning myself lately. Okay, and I do a little back stitch. Hopefully those stayed there where they were supposed to. And then just sew it all the way around. There. Hopefully, seems a little loose there. There we go. There, all ready to be hung up next to the pellet stove for Christmas morning. Awesome, isn't that cute? Everybody's got one. Woohoo, where's mine? Here we go. Awesome, see? All ready for tonight, can't wait. So what we have here is our little gifty box for the quilt shop. We'll open that up on Boxing Day. We'll do an unwrapping. So it'll be a little extra shoot on Monday of what's in the box. So excited. You will be too, especially if you like to cut stuff or don't like to cut stuff. It's all good. So thank you very much for watching us. We really, really appreciate that here at the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. And if Pop's gonna come around the other side and say Merry Christmas too, he doesn't want to. Trust me, he is there. It's not my imagination. Thank you, everybody. Wishing you a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from us at the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. See you soon. Thank you. Take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And big hearts. Okay. Thanks, everybody.